Do you find yourself saying, "Someone just tell me, please"? Wouldn't it make things easier if we just knew why we were here, what we came to do, knew the bigger picture? Life is the biggest road trip we could ever take, and yet it feels like we're traveling with no itinerary, no roadmap, no funds. But would it really help to know? If we knew when we were planning our wedding that our marriage would only last a decade and then end in a bitter divorce, would it help? Would we still get married? Would we get married and try to prove life wrong? What if we knew that we would become parents only to outlive that child? Would we still have that child? Would we endure that heartache and pain? When you take a trip, say to a foreign country, do you take all of your belongings? Do you pack every item of clothing, every toiletry, and every knickknack you own? Of course not. You leave the majority of your belongings at home because you know you're going to be returning. What if, like a trip to a foreign country, we leave the bigger part of us at home? What if only a small part of who we truly are is here having this experience? And what if, like E.T., we can call home at any time? Not on a phone or walkie-talkie, but we can tune into our emotions, which are our connection to that bigger part of ourselves. Our emotions tell us where we are on our path at every moment, and it's okay if you forgot. We've been conditioned to ignore our feelings, to trust our minds instead. We've been conditioned to ignore our own inner guidance system. But we can learn to tune back into our feelings again, like we did when we were kids. It just takes practice. It's just like riding a bike. It didn't go anywhere. It's still there guiding us, giving us input, and we can choose to listen again. That bigger part of ourselves is like having a spotter while rock climbing. The spotter doesn't prevent us from falling, but does help us avoid dangerous objects like cacti and tree limbs. Having a good relationship with our spotter gives us the confidence to try more challenging climbs and reach higher heights. They know the bigger picture. They have the roadmap in their hands, and they are constantly guiding us. Remember how you felt when you met that person? You know the one that did you wrong. When you first met them, what was your initial gut reaction? Was it, uh-oh, or no? Did you override that response with, just be nice, or don't judge, or everybody deserves a chance? And how did that turn out? When we ignore our GPS, our spotter, we fall. We may not have broken our neck and died, but we fell hard, and we broke something. Maybe we kept seeing red flags, but chose to turn a blind eye. We were being warned of rocky terrain ahead, but we didn't heed the warning. Taking that rocky path was painful too. The bigger aspect of us won't stop us from choosing our path, won't prevent us from falling or taking a rougher route, won't interfere with our free will choice. We're free to have any experience we want. And just like how we make an itinerary of things we want to see and experience when we're traveling to a new place, there are things we've chosen to experience while we're here, and some of them are brutally painful. But our spotter is always with us, wrapping their arms around us and helping us find our way through. We can remember how to connect to our body's wisdom, our intuition, our guidance system, our GPS. We can learn to quiet our minds and listen to our own inner knowing. We can remember how to find our own best way forward within ourselves. We can learn to trust ourselves again. Trust that if we don't know something, it's for our own good. Trust that when we're ready, we'll know what to do. Trust that we're on the right path, that we can't get it wrong, that we're always where we're supposed to be, that there is a bigger plan, and that each one of us has a very important part to play. Trust that you are being guided by the bigger aspect of you that loves you more than you could ever know. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and remember, you are so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe.